Welcome back, everybody. We've got a gorgeous day today. A little bit of cloud cover, but we got some good sun coming through. We've had some recent rains, and so the grounds are saturated. And I'm going to spend the rest of this afternoon heading over to Orchard Nursery. This is my favorite nursery to pick up fruit trees in my area, located in Lafayette, California. And I'm going to see what bare root fruit trees they have in stock at this point. I've already gone down there once a couple days ago, and they didn't have the trees yet. But I gave them a call yesterday, and the majority of those trees should be out on display at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys along with me today. We're going to take a quick drive over to Orchard Nursery, see what they have in stock, pick up a couple trees. And I probably won't get them in the ground today, but definitely by tomorrow I'll have those trees in the ground just in time for some more rains that are about to come into the area. So great time to pick up fruit trees. Bare root fruit tree season, when the trees are still dormant before they begin to leaf out. It's when you want to get them into the ground, preferably right before a good rain event. That's always a great bonus. Get those trees in the ground and allow them to soak up all that good rainwater. Really soft landing for the trees. So without further ado, let's go ahead to Orchard Nursery. All right, so we're on our way. Orchard Nursery is just off of Highway 24 near the Caldecott Tunnel, and it's about 2 minutes off the freeway, so it's really easy access. If you're in the area, I suggest you go check them out. The variety of fruit trees they have to offer are Dave Wilson Nursery, and they do a wonderful job producing a nice, healthy bare root fruit tree. I've had 100% success rate with all the Dave Wilson trees that I purchased. The majority of the fruit trees in my fruit forest are Dave Wilson, and they offer really unique hybrid varieties from Zager, things like Blueberry, which is a plum cherry, or a nectar plum, a nectarine plum variety. And so they're just crosses of two different types of fruit trees, but really unique and interesting varieties. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have new this year, if anything. If not, I'm just going to pick up a couple trees anyway. I've got a couple spots in the yard, but we're going to be taking the Acalanes exit off Highway 24, and I'll just keep the camera rolling so you can see how close it is off the freeway. You can see here we've got the BART train passing through. This is Bay Area Rapid Transit here in the Bay Area, Northern California. Great commuter train. Gets you all around the Bay Area. Nice, easy way to get around. Everything's so lush and green at this time of year. Now, other than bare root fruit trees, they have a wide variety of ornamental trees and shrubs. They got a huge selection of roses. That's something else that I might share with you on a future episode. Today we're going to focus on the bare root fruit trees that they have. And it's a bit early for some of the other bare root plants that they carry. They carry berry shrubs, even things like asparagus and strawberries. So here we are, very easy to find. They got a nice sign out in front. I know this sounds like a promotion probably, but it's not. It's just, I actually really like this place a lot. So these are all the roses they have available. These are all bare root too. They pot them up in a little bit of potting mix for easy transport. Just a really neat place. And if you don't live in this area, I'd still encourage you guys to check out what you have locally and try to support your local nursery. All right, so they got quite the variety set up. They've also got some bare root trees over here that have yet to get potted up. But everything's available. Regardless of where you're at, you're going to want to get to your local nurseries early so that you can get the varieties that you are trying to get. As you can see, this is what a bare root fruit tree looks like before they're potted up. Got some nice healthy roots here. Let's look what they got set up already. Most of them have picture tags on them, but not all of them. Got a red Baron peach. This is Peachy Keen, medium to large fruit, mostly red skin, firm, tasty. We've got some large white fruiting mulberries. Arctic J white nectarine, Spice Z nectar plum. Planted one of these last year. Double Delight nectarine. Fantasia nectarine. Eva's Pride peach, that looks good. They also have multi-grafted trees. I'm not seeing any at the moment, but that's where you can get multiple types of the same fruit on a single tree. Maybe 4 varieties of peaches or a couple varieties of pears. Here we've got the Garden Gold miniature peach. So we got peaches, or figs over here. A Violette de Bordeaux. I planted one of those last year. Nice compact fig tree. Panache Tiger fig. Wow, that looks good. Look at the flesh in that fig. A deep red. Royal Crimson cherry. Black Tartarian cherry, Bing cherry. There's a red Fuji apple. Here's an all-in-one almond tree, self-fertile. Some Gravenstein apple. Honeycrisp apple, one of my favorites. I've got this growing. So over here I found a non-bare root fruit tree that's been on my list. This is known as the strawberry tree, or Arbutus unnetto. And these can grow kind of like a shrub, or you can prune them more to look like a tree. But they'll eventually get up to 15 feet tall, but generally they stay about 10 to 12 feet tall. And they're evergreen, which is really nice. I've seen some wonderful examples of this tree growing in my area, so I know it's going to do well. But I believe they'll grow in zones 7 through 9, but you're going to want to double check that. Anyway, good price on this tree here, $39.99. I'm going to pick one up. I got a place picked out already in the garden to plant this. They put off these wonderful edible fruits, and here's another tree back here. You can see a little young fruit there starting to develop. They turn a bright red. They've got kind of a spiky outer skin, but you eat the whole thing. You don't need to peel it. They get about 2.5 times this large. Like I said, a nice bright red. But one of my favorite aspects of the tree is the fact that it stays evergreen throughout the year. And the bark on this tree is really beautiful as well. It's a smooth red bark, multi-trunked tree. Unless of course you prune it. You can prune it, like I said, to resemble more of a tree than a shrub. But excited about this find. I found the hidden stash of some 4-in-1 combos here. These are 4-in-1 combos of cherry, and some 4-in-1 combos of peach. And they got their work cut out for them. Over here you can see there's some bare root that have already been trained for espalier. These are apples, Gala apple, Brayburn apple, and these are 6-in-1 combos. So if you got limited space, you can grow these espalier trees along a fence line and train it to grow laterally rather than horizontally. And I've seen some great examples with lots of fruit on those espalier trees. You can see they've got trees galore. Over here's another edible loquat tree. Looks like most of the growth is starting pretty high up on this tree. Be a tall grower. So I don't know if I'd pick that one up, but loquat is another tree I'd suggest looking out for. A beautiful evergreen, tropical looking tree. Produces really nice fruit. You can see this one is about 10 feet tall or so. Anyway, if you want a quick start, an instant food forest, you can go that route. They just started bringing out the persimmons. Get some fuyu. Mostly just fuyu right now. Well, I've decided, because I'm a fig lover and figs do very well in my garden, I'm going to pick up one of these Panache Tiger figs. Look at the beautiful striping on that fig, and again the flesh. It says exceptionally flavored, wonderfully aesthetic fruit tree, small to medium size, with unusual green and yellow tiger stripes and strawberry flesh. Prefers a long warm growing season, late ripening, very old variety. You can see it's just a little whip. This tree here is only about 2 feet tall, but it's nice and healthy looking. And FYI, fig trees never come bare rooted, they're always potted up. Looks like they probably repotted this one. They usually come in a smaller, elongated pot. Here we've got the citrus tree area. Got some Meyer lemon here, Eureka variegated pink lemon, and check this out. Buddha's hand. Look at that fruit. Wow, these guys look healthy. Small citrus tree that's known for unique yellow fruit that appears as a hand with many fingers. In Asian cultures, the fruit has represented happiness and long life when displayed. As nearly the entire fruit is rind, it's often used by shaving thin slices, used in salads and mixed drinks. Its fragrant aroma adds zest to food and drinks, or it's used as an air freshener and a table centerpiece. So, main purpose of this plant is to make zest. I might have to get one of those just for the uniqueness. That is really awesome. Washington navel, it does well in my garden. Even got some very large trees producing full-size lemons already. Those will cost a pretty penny, $495. If you want instant gratification, you can go ahead and do that. New Zealand lemonade rather. Gold nugget citrus here. See, they've got some kumquat trees back there. Look at the size of these kumquats. It's a Nagami, that's what I'm growing. Alright guys, well I warped back to the car now, and I ended up just picking up 2 trees today. I got that fig and the arbutus. I'm going to head back home now. I'm really happy with the 2 trees I got today. There's still plenty of time to come back if I want to pick up some more trees. A lot of the varieties here are trees I'm already growing in my yard, or at least the type of fruit I'm already growing. But anyway, hope this video finds you guys doing well, and if anything, I hope it inspired you to get out and go get yourself some fruit trees. You got to get those planted in the ground. Takes a bit of time, but once they start producing, man, it's worth it. Also, something else I wanted to mention I didn't pick up on camera is they had a great selection of blueberry plants, potted plants available, and they will be getting more berry shrubs in soon. They also got some nice winter greens, some plant starts available, Swiss chard, kale, that sort of thing. So if you're in the neighborhood, go check out Orchard Nursery. If not, do your best to find the best nursery in your area, and don't miss your chance to at least get 1 fruit tree in the ground this year. One thing's for sure, you get it planted now, you're going to be happy you did. You'll never regret it. So with that, I want to thank you all for watching today. Hope you're having a great one. Until next time, this is Dan from plantabundance.com. Take care. I'll be talking to you again soon.